It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many.
Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They run again with Hyde on first. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job,
play.
Keep it up, guys. 57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson looking deep downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
They're 180, 390. Check Mike 46. I'm on. Check it out, Reed. Check it out.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Round 80. Check 41. Yeah. Red. Mike 41. Check. Hey, 4-1 Mike. Behind.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Rivers on the money, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set, black 15. You don't know no better.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Step Brown 80. Hey, Brown 80. Come to my work. Hey, 79. 79 behind.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Go! 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult pull to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And this will be a touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Bravo.
Back to it after the pick six. Rivers trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a return will stop right around the 25. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Faking the give. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Looks like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Start, 380. 46 to Mike. Who that? Who that? Orange 5-4.
First down, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They run it here with Gordon, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Alpha.
From the gun, Rivers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 15 yards on the play. First down. Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. As time expires in the first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun, Rivers. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen.
Rivers pass complete to Keenan Allen. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Stay there. Stay there. Hey, Brown 80. 12.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there by Gordon. 46 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
Without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again, it's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going for it. It's Watson, and it is incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. The first down throw here for Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
49, check 49, check 49. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
41's the mic, 41's the mic. Hey, Echo. 41. Hey, they scared, they scared. Load it, load it. Mike 41, Mike 41.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Watson dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Chargers 35, Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
46. I know he ain't got it. 46 to Mike, 46. White. Check.
Rivers on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it'll bring up third down.
Jack, green 80, black 15. Hey, Rocket. Hey, easy. Hey, high 7. Check. 46 to Mike.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move.
It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not saving. You liking my flavor? I think it's cause.